Come on. You can... Really? You're not gonna recognize that this is a face and adjust the exposure accordingly? Is that better? That's better. When we last met, I had just pulled the car forward 1.5 feet and knocked it right off the ball joints. Knocked the knuckles completely off of the ball joints. And I thought that was the only problem, but it turns out there's a little bit more. And because, God forbid, should anything be easy, it came apart at the tripod joint, which is just wonderful. I took a break because I bashed myself in the head twice, once with my own ear and the pry bar, and the other side with the strut tower itself, and I just needed a break and looked back at what I did to get it off last time. And of course, last time I had the rotor off, so I was able to pry on the caliper ear, the ear that the caliper bolts into. But I didn't really realize what a number I had done on myself until I was washing my hands and looked in the mirror. I'm like, oh, I don't know if there's enough light to actually see that, but yeah. Better mark outside than in. There's an artery that runs right under there that's the common cause of people hitting trees while skiing and dying. I've spent now several hours out here with a voltmeter trying to figure out why I was not getting any of the window to come down or anything. And after some experimentation, I determined that I was getting good voltage, but it was not connecting to ground. So the voltmeter, if I connected this directly to ground with the voltmeter, I would get 13 point whatever volts. And if I connected the ground to anything, I would get nothing. Started experimenting, took apart the boot harness here that connects the door to the car, and started playing connectivity check, and the wires here had good connectivity, nice low ohmage resistance, and but the pins were not getting to ground. And it turns out that one of the things down here that I cut that I thought was not important had a ground hidden in it that goes to the door. Now I'm going to wonder what else I managed to cut. Hopefully nothing major. Well, this is certainly a piece of bad news. I guess I need to take the good with the bad. If this was, if I'd cut this any shorter, I wouldn't be able to get in here at all. As it is, this is going to be a little bit challenging. Maybe I need to knife this. It's just such an awkward angle. Alright, step one is going to be confirm that I can actually get out of the garage without this thing dying. Master power, ignition, neutral, brake is set. Oh, dumbass key. ignition. Okay, apparently I didn't hold the key there long enough. Let's try it again. Is the key gonna have to live there the whole time, I wonder? I mean, eventually it will, but... Okay. Back off. Unfortunately, when I came back out to go get some gas, the GoPro was dead, and I just couldn't be bothered to go grab a new battery, and so I didn't record my impressions as I was getting them, but I can tell you this. The brakes are spongy, so I need to rebleed them, and I did not adjust the dampers at all, so the car was extremely squirrely. Like, I did not feel safe taking it up above 50 miles an hour, and the road out here is 55. And thirdly, it needs an alignment because I was kind of over here driving straight. So, a couple of problems. Alright, I am prepared for the leakage because we know, just based on how this has gone in the past, that the connection between the brake bleeder and the brake reservoir is going to leak. The place where the adapter I tightened up, which should help with the leakage there, but I've got trays under the car and all the tools ready so that I can basically do this as rapidly as possible to minimize the amount of wasting of brake fluid, because this shit is expensive. Then what the hell ain't? Now, the question is whether I will be able to get away with merely using one pint, or if I'm going to have to crack open the second pint. Well, I'm back to having a firm brake pedal again. Speaking of firm, I checked out the shocks, and it turns out that I was 3 clicks away from the softest setting on the rears, which means I probably need less spring. Yeah, gonna need a lot less spring. I might have to go back to what it came with, because the 250 pounds per inch is just bouncing all over the road. And I haven't even started doing a single thing except sizing some wrenches, and I discovered this little teeny segment of tubing, and I can't figure out where it's coming from, and I really hope that it's not important. Okay, I admit to being a little bit of super panicky there when I got my thumb fucking stuck in that. Alright, let's discover together what it looks like. It's a little numb. Oh, that is unpleasant. Okay, it flexes and extends. That may be it for the day. Yeah, so apparently I'm enough of a masochist that I'm not actually done for the day, but I have learned a very important lesson, and I'm going to be more cautious this time around. On this very special episode of Realistically, I should have replaced the sway bar bushings the first time around, but since I'm doing this again, I may as well just do it right the second time. On the plus side, my thumb has, well, it's gotten, well, yeah, that's too bright an exposure, but it's swelled enough that it's no longer a divot, so I don't know if that's much of an advantage, but kind of is what it is, right? And, oh, there's no good way to get to this, is there? Maybe with it. No, the extension's not going to. How the fuck did I do that? Maybe this is why I did not do this. You know what? Let me just put one just loosely so that this is less likely to drop on my head. See, I do learn things occasionally. Okay, that's... Hey! Well, my elbow deflected the shot. I'm happy to report. Ooh, these are in here pretty solidly. I don't think that I'm going to get these out without tools, but at least it's off the car, so it's a bench problem. Now the fun part of this is that the existing bushings are slotted in back, so you can pop them right on. This one did not come from the factory with a slot, which yeah, and it's hard enough that I'm not able to, firm enough that I'm not able to slip it over the ends. So this is going to be yeah, bigger problem than I thought, not just a slip-on, call it a day problem. 5 minutes later. And now I'm going to tell you about an ID10T error. I pulled out a jigsaw because I'm like, you know, before I begin destroying these old bushings, I should make sure that the new ones will actually go on successfully. And when I did that, I made it all the way through and got 2 chunks. And that made me suspect that maybe that I was wrong, and there actually was a gap cut into the bushing, and it turns out that there actually is, but it was apparently invisible to me. So I fucked that one up. I might repair it and still use it. I don't know. It'll be really easy to get on. I don't think I want one aftermarket and one OEM, though. Come on. All the way on. Oh, shit. Pinch. Alright. Alright, maybe I guess maybe I'll glue this one. And that's probably a bad idea. And apparently I chose to glue that off camera because there's no footage of me gluing it or getting it in place. I guess it's not a spoiler alert then to tell you that it was successful. Although it's going to be a little bit before I actually get that back on, since I'm still waiting for the springs, and shortly I'll be putting the fire suppression system together. But in either case, that at least is one step closer to getting this thing on stage. In the meantime, hope you enjoy the videos. Like, subscribe, share, you know, all the usual stuff that feeds the algorithm and makes it happy. And tell everybody about us. And now I'm going to tell you about an